Hey, bitch. It's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, we gotta get into Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? Gotta talk about it, okay? Even though it's delayed, we finna get into it anyway, cause that's just how he is. Period. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about this episode. Now, I heard y'all was over there dragging my girl Jassi. And I need y'all to back up, okay? Cause I'm finna fight. I'm finna be fighting for my girl. Just a little piece, girl. Just a little piece. Just a little piece, girl. Cause you ain't make no goddamn sense. Just a little bit. I still like you. I do. I'm just saying. It's just when the calculator broke on me. Okay, it did. It broke on me. Okay, I was doing a little too much and it just shut the hell down with trying to add in everything. Okay, but anywho, we gonna go ahead and we finna talk about it. So first off, y'all know the last week's episode, it ended with me and them being messy, pulling up Miss Karen records over there telling Stacy what's tea. So Stacy had to go and be very demure and have a sit down with Karen, and she just over there like, yeah, I love when Stacy breath is taking the hell away. I love it. Okay. First of all, let me say this while it's on my mind. I wasn't too sure about how I was gonna feel about Stacy, but I want Stacy to remain on the show because I'm looking forward to seeing her growth, right? I'm looking forward to seeing Stacy loosen up a bit. Like Gizelle was in line when she said that Stacy is a bit uptight, okay? Stacy, even TJ kind of told her that, right? It was like he wanted her to loosen up and open up to the ladies. I don't know what she's been through in her past or whatever, but she does like show up kind of like this a little bit. And girl, but she be tearing Ashley ass up in the confessionals, girl. I be here for it, okay? But I'm looking forward to her just like getting more comfortable and relaxed around the ladies because if she's giving us subtle things now, I can only imagine what it's gonna be like when she really like loosens up. So I'm just looking forward to it. Shout out to Stacey, okay? So anywho, she goes, Karen, I have to tell you something. Mia is telling me some things. Mia and Jax are saying that you wanted to do rehab. You should do rehab. Baby, Karen was not hearing that, okay? Karen felt the way about it. Karen's like, girl, no. Jassi says, so girl, you sure you don't need no rehab? And then she's like, girl, I don't. And why you want to sit up here and talk about rehab, okay? We can get into Mia's for a little bit because she the one that had an opioid addiction, which is why she ended up opening up the joint chiropractic anyway. She the one that done went down there to rehab for that. So girl, back up off me with all of this and that. So everybody's surprised, including myself, because I actually forgot that Mia did say that she had an opioid addiction or whatnot. So I was like, Karen, like what? I forgot about that. Okay. But anywho, I do believe she mentioned it to us earlier on when she joined the show. Now, Stacy does get in the confessional and she's like, oh, Karen, girl, listen, Mia is a lot of things. She is. She's a lot of things. But I'm going to tell you now, girl, like, that's something we're not going to do. I'm not going to play those games with you, Karen. Okay? Don't do that. I feel like, one, Stacy does kind of agree with Mia and them. And in my opinion, I feel like Stacy wants Karen to slick on the BS. All right? But here's also my thing, too. I agree with, like, I'm with Karen. And Stacy, I just feel like it's not fair for Mia to put out the fact that Karen wanted to go to rehab or whatever, whether she said it or not. I just feel like you don't get to say those things and think Karen not finna eat you the hell up. Period. I think Karen was well within her right to call out the fact that Mia went to rehab and she had an opioid addiction. Okay, but I understand if you didn't know that because you weren't around for that. All right, you probably didn't remember like me if you were watching the show. So I think Karen, I don't think nothing was wrong with what Karen was saying. Like, BIT, where have you been this entire time? Have you not seen these ladies coming for me? You saw what Jacqueline had to say at my birthday thing that we had. You saw how Jacqueline has shown up since we've been on this little mini vacay or whatever. So, and you've seen how Mia has really been coming for me. So if you think that I'm not going to say something to this bitch or say something about her, you got me fucked up, okay? I fight fire with fire. And that's just where we at with that. And that's period, okay? Now, what else we got going on? Karen. Karen says, listen, her court date is coming up in 2 weeks. She is terrified. She doesn't really know how this is going to work out for her. Y'all know we have been made privy to the fact that she's giving some pushback. She doesn't want to accept or acknowledge certain things, okay? She wants certain evidence thrown out or whatnot. And I just don't see Miss Karen getting her way as she hopes, okay? I don't really see that happening. But we gonna see, okay, Karen? Listen, if you end up being found guilty, which a lot of us believe that you are already, I say just own up to it, take the L, whatever's gonna come with it. Hopefully it's no jail time or anything. And do what you're supposed to do and move forward, okay? Now, Stacy, it's just like, Karen, girl, it really does surprise me to hear these things about you. And Karen's like, girl, go away from me with the BS. Okay. You need to consider the source, is what I need you to do. You're talking to me about a bitch that's cheating and hunching on another man while she's still married and the husband lives in the same building. Go away from me with the bullshit, please, okay? I'm with Karen. Go away from me with this whole shit, girl. Don't be too surprised because these hoes on this show will say any kind of thing about your ass and your man too, okay? You get them enough time, they're going to be tapping on you and TJ motherfucking dog, okay? Okay, so you think they said something about me, girl? You ain't seen nothing yet. You just hold right there. Wait right there. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Anywho, Karen goes in her confessional, starts talking about Mia and how she don't give a damn about nobody and how she'll step on Jesus to get to the top. And I holler. I thought that was so funny because I'm like, girl, not step on Jesus. She'll step on Jesus to get to the top. Period. Now the ladies are going to be going out for the day and they're going to be going to Mia's joint chiropractic that she sold. Why are we doing this? I understand this is Mia's trip, but Mia really did this trip like in celebratory of me. I am in charge of the girls. Y'all need to learn about me. And I don't know, Mia just really made herself super important. I mean, it is her trip, so she could really do what she want to do. But girl, she brought the friends to the show not too long ago. What happened? She brought the friends to the show and oh, they reflecting on how they knew damn Mia. We don't give a damn about how y'all knew Mia when y'all met her or none of that. Go away. Why are we doing this? Now she over here about to take y'all to a company that she done sold. Why does it matter? Why is it important for people to see a company that you no longer own? Only for you to get to the venue at some point and then everybody over there giving you blank stare like, who the hell is this and what the hell going on? The ladies thinking they finna get their damn back cracked, they neck broke, and all of this and that. They think they finna get an adjustment, honey, and they ain't getting nothing adjusted. Okay? Absolutely nothing. So, what is the reason that we're here? Reasons. The reason that we're here is to stroke that ego of Miss Mia, only for her to tell the girls this is one of the locations that we sold. But we got 22 more. Get out my face. Get out my face, Mia. Girl, go away from us with this. Karen over there talking about how she had, I don't know if she still got it, but I believe she said she used to have a membership, her and Ray, to go to the damn joint chiropractic. I guess that was her way of, supporting Mia or something. Now, the ladies are sitting outside. This is before they go to the chiropractor location, right? So you got Ashley that was outside because she was talking to her boys. And then who else came outside? I believe Jassi came outside. Kiana was outside. Karen was outside. I think Stacy was outside. So all the ladies are talking or whatever, and Stacy brings up TJ and how he wasn't, how she didn't FaceTime him or something like that. I think the conversation really got started because when Jassi came, I don't know if she slid into the pool by accident or if she did that on purpose, but I would think she did it on purpose because she got into the pool with her glasses. I don't think she was intending on going under the water, but she did. But anywho, when she came back up, like, she's so beautiful to me. When she came back up, Stacy complimented her beauty and stuff, and then she was talking about her body, and then she also mentioned Kiana's body and how she has the best lingerie, and she was FaceTiming her man all night. Then that's when Stacy talks about how she didn't FaceTime TJ at all, okay, that night. So they got into the conversation of him. She says that, they pray together, they talk about their future plans and stuff. I think she said when she doesn't talk to him, she don't really feel right or something. And maybe she didn't talk to him all night because he is supposed to be working on set. Now, she goes on to talk about how she wants to introduce him to her daughter. I believe her name is Arabella. So she wants to introduce him to her daughter, but she's not really sure of the right time. And more importantly, her divorce has yet to be finalized finalized because they're having to figure out some things and they can't seem to come to an agreement on some stuff. So it's not as easy as she was hoping it was going to go. Right? So Ashley, that's when Karen was like, well, girl, Ashley could tell you all about that life because this bitch been trying to get her a divorce for over 5 years. Yes, Ashley, that one right there. You can ask her about it, okay? So of course, Ashley's like, girl, I'm going to mediation in June, bitch. I'm going to mediation, honey. Like, yes, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting closer to a divorce. Bitch, Ashley, we don't care, baby. I don't feel like you're free of Michael until you get that LLC off your damn house and it's in at least your name or trust or something for your kids or whatever. Like, girl, I don't. And you know what? You might want to hold off on that damn divorce from Michael because the way we've been out here really wanting to get your expired high key and the way that instead of then got Robyn the hell up off the show, anybody could go next. And I feel like it may potentially be you. So you might want to hold on to that divorce just a little piece longer so Michael can continue to help you out on them bills because I know it's expensive as hell to stay where you are. All right. So anywho, Ashley says that they, I guess they've been struggling to get to some type of agreement. So they're getting close to mediating some type of agreement. I'm thinking when I first hear this, what I'm hearing at first when she said they're going to mediation, I'm thinking like, okay, so they like really that close to getting a divorce or whatnot. But it sounds like she said they're mediating not so much as the divorce, but some type of agreement. And maybe that's what Stacey is talking about when she said that we can't agree on everything. I don't know, but what I ended up getting from it was that Ashley is nowhere near finalizing this damn divorce with Michael, in my opinion. They're trying to get a agreement in place, and then she said from that agreement, she'll be able to actually file for a divorce. That is what Ashley said. From there, I'll be able to file a divorce, and then it'll take me like 3 months after that to get a divorce. And I'm like, but I thought you had already like filed or something. Did you take it back off the table, or did you just legally separate from him? Because I thought up there they had to be legally separated for at least a year before they can file. So now I am confused. Ashley, did you file? Did you not file? You know, I don't know, girl, but it just don't sound like Ashley gonna be done with Michael. Okay. Don't let her use this for another storyline, another season. But you're gonna have to bring another man in the picture. You're gonna have to do something, Ashley. Okay, we tired. So Stacey asked Ashley if she's allowing her son to meet the guys that she's dating, and Ashley like, no, that ain't happening. I would like to. I feel like she did with the last dude. What was his name? Luke. I feel like he may have met her kids, but I think Michael may have drew the line because she also said that Michael was part of the reason why her and old boy broke up. Okay. And that's probably why Ashley's not mentioning no other guys on the show that she may be dating, linking up with, to hunch on, or whatever. Because Ashley a little piece of a freak now. Okay. Maybe a whole freak, not a piece. Okay. So Ashley hunching on somebody if it ain't Michael. I just think that she's not mentioning him because she doesn't want it to go sour like the last situation was. Because she ended up saying she loved that man. Okay. So there's that. But she said that what her and Michael do have in place is that they both have to meet the significant other. They both have to meet the person before that person can meet their kids. Okay. Which I am in agreement with. I think that's how it should be. Okay. You don't know them folks. Get to know them folks. And I think it should be more than just a meeting. I think y'all probably should meet a few times to get to know who that person is before they can meet your kids. In my personal. Okay. I don't think you should be able to, they be with that person for 3 months and then you meet that person for one time, you're okay with it, then that person is around your kids and then they don't broke up by the 5th month. I don't know. Maybe it need to be a few meetups, okay? But anywho, so then Karen thinks that they should pretty much wait. Like when it comes to people meeting your kids, it should really be when you know that y'all are engaged at that point. That's when y'all should meet folks' kids. And it shouldn't be no time before that. And I don't think Karen is fully wrong with that train of thought. And like Kiana said, like, girl, like that's really giving like old school. I do feel like that person needs to meet your children before you even are engaged. So maybe if it's headed down that road or something, like y'all, they need to meet your kids at some point. Because what if your kids don't like them? Or what if they're just not good with your kids? Now you done sat up and got yourself in this engagement. Now, granted, you don't have to go and marry them, you know. So, I hear what Karen's saying, but I think it's okay if it happens sooner than that. All right, but not too soon. So then Stacy was asked about whether her husband knows about TJ. And she was like, I mean, yeah, he know about TJ. And they're like, okay, so what does he know about TJ? Well, girl, I think he just know that he a damn friend. Okay, I mean, I don't think he know anything more than that. I mean, I try not to give no clues in there when he around or whatever. I don't think. I'm like, girl, Stacy, you could think your husband a damn fool if you want to. He know what the hell going on with TJ. Even if the ladies may feel like, oh, TJ, he may not be straight, he may not be that into you, the husband know what the hell going on, period. Okay. Jassi opens up and speaks about her guy just briefly, and she says that, she has a situation where her significant other has children, and she says she agrees with Karen that when you know that engagement is around the corner, then that's when that person should meet the kids. And my question for you, Jassi, baby, is that how it happened for you? Have you met his children yet? I know you guys are newly engaged. So have you met the children yet, or what's what? Okay, I know you knew about them, but have you met them yet? And does she want you to be around her children? Like, what does that look like? Okay, I would like to know. All right. Now, Jassi says, so then I believe this is where they go into the flashbacks of Jassi telling the story. Jassi, the way you are telling the story is two things to it. One, I do feel like you were telling the story of how his children came about to make yourself, one, feel okay with what happened. And then also to try to save face for the image that you do have. Okay. So I think that's it. Okay. Well, that's 2 and 1. That's really 1. The other part of it is I feel like production is chopping up the videos to make it also seem like you're off. So in this segment, the way they chopped up the videos was kind of like you were trying to give a long explanation to them, but they were chopping it to where it didn't make sense. But when we get to the final portion of the video, that's where the timeline, it's not that the timeline wasn't really matching up for sure. It was just how you was telling the story for me, but we'll get to that. So anywho, Jassi says one time that the guys were there before her, meaning the little boys were there before her. That's once. Then says that he didn't have kids when they first met. Okay, that's where I felt like a chop happened. I'm gonna tell y'all what my thoughts is. Then there was a jump cut to her saying the person was already pregnant. So I feel like she's explaining the story throughout these different times, and production is chopping it. Okay, and showcasing what they want you to see. Then she says both babies were already there before he and her ever had sex. Okay. Stacy says it's more to the story than what she's telling. Okay, there is more to the story in my opinion. But what I think may have happened to me, I do believe that Jassi and Darius she gonna have to clarify it though for me, because this is what I'm coming up with. I believe that they met a while ago. Now, whether they actually engaged in anything, probably not. He may have been following her, probably had some small conversation in her DMs or whatever like that. I feel like he could have been on her head, like on her ass in so many words, like I want her or whatever, knowing he had a girl. That's a common thing with these professional athletes and men that aren't even professional athletes, right? So I think that may have happened. So when she says that when they first met that he didn't have any kids, yeah, that's because y'all met a while ago. Okay, that's what I think. Then she learned when she started hanging out with them, she saw the baby's picture on the thing. So she's like, oh, who the hell is this kid? Okay, cool, he got a child. But the thing for me is you being surprised about it, and he didn't even tell you that he had a kid. So why are you hiding that, withholding? Like, why are you doing that? Right? So then you learned about that, and then you said that she ended up getting pregnant before y'all had sex. To me, what that means, how I'm taking it, is that y'all had a phase where y'all were talking. Y'all had a phase where y'all were talking to each other, but y'all did not officially have sex, so you didn't really consider y'all relationship official either until you start fucking on him. And there's that. That's when the relationship may have started, okay? So yeah, I just think that you're trying to save face for your image just a little bit. And let me tell you, we already like you. I know I do. And there's quite a few people that like you and think that you're doing great. You're great for reality TV. But what I would say is don't try to take the Monique approach where you're trying to be perfect in some sense or whatever. Like, just give the people the raw and the honest of it. They gonna judge either way it go. Okay, and it's gonna be worse for you if they have to try and figure out your story. So just give it to them raw. Even if it comes with the hurt that's attached to it, I feel like that's being honest and that's being genuine. And that's all you got. Just tell your truth. You know what I'm saying? If that's what happened. And honestly, I don't really see you at fault a whole lot, aside from how you're telling the story to save face. But what I do see is that your man was flawed. Right? When you opened up the conversation towards the end and you were like, oh, we've had some bumps in the road, and we got over that. Yeah, it sounds like the bumps in the road was him lying about what's really going on with him and that baby mama, especially if we're in 2024 and he's taking family pictures with her last year in December. Now, granted, I started to think to myself, well, a lot of moms and dads will come together even if they're not together to take family photos, right? They'll come together and do all of that. But when I started to continue to look, and I ended up seeing where he had kissed the girl on her cheek or whatever, and I don't know if he kissed her lips or whatnot. It was given much more cozier than normal, and this was just last year. So I'm questioning whether you ended up being a side chick at some point and you weren't made aware of that. And now it's giving she may be turned side chick because he's officially with you now and she's just a baby mama, but she's taking all these cuddled up pictures with him for the holidays. It's giving sketchy Betchy, okay? And I don't fully fault you for that, but I definitely fought that baby daddy though. Okay? I definitely fought him. I'm trying to see if I can find her posts. Did she take anything down? I think she may have. Or did she? Yeah, I think she. Okay, let's see. I see some Christmas pics, but I don't know if it's going to show all of them. Okay. Mm. Now, one of them was him kissing her on the cheek. Now, I don't know if he kissed her on the lips. I don't know if they just did this together as a family. I don't know. Okay, but I feel like y'all could have took peace without him even kissing her on her cheek. But then some people gonna feel like, I mean, it's just a cheek, it's not really giving lippy lip with that blip blip. Like, it's not giving that. But this was December 14, 2023 when this post was made. Now keep in mind, I don't know if this was truly 2023 or if these pics were from 2022 and she just reposted them. I don't know, but it's given 2023, which was just last year, about to be a year ago. Okay. So was these pictures taken around the time that y'all may have broken up? Is what I'm wondering. She has some cute kids though. Pretty girl. Yeah, I feel like the problem is that man. That's what I would think. The problem is that man, and you're gonna stick beside him. So just keep it a buck as you stick, okay? What else is going on? So Mia comes out. She starts twerking and stuff. She goes over there and twerks on Kay and asks her for a hug or whatever. And Kay is like, "Girl, you could twerk all you damn want to, but I ain't forgetting nothing that you said. I don't fuck with your kind. I do not fuck with your kind, ma'am." Now, Gizelle returns, of course, and Jassi is over there doing her makeup and giving an update, okay? Jassi says Kay's business was funded by a drug dealer. Baby, I said, now, Jassi, you messy as hell for that one. You know you messy, okay? Now, I said, I did not hear that. However, if production cut that out, if that was said and y'all cut that out, y'all wrong for that, because I feel like we should have heard all of that, okay? Now, that may have been said, but for you to add spice to it, talk about that girl business was funded by a drug dealer, girl, you so messy. Jassi talks about the Ashley, tells Gizelle about Ashley, and talking about the damn scar on the girl forehead, kind of like mine. But I ain't get mine from fighting, girl. I'm going to tell y'all how I got my scar right here. But anyway, I'm going to tell y'all in just a second. But, they had the conversation about the scar or whatever when Ashley asked Kay about the scar on her head, and then Gizelle was like, girl, you can look on her face and tell that she has a scar on her forehead. Like, what the hell? And Jassi said, yeah, and I asked her, does she wear glasses? Okay, girl, I likes Jassi. I just need Jassi to clear up that one thing, okay? If you don't get it right this season, get it right at the reunion, mamas, okay? Because we likes you. I got this scar on my head when I was like, how old was I? I feel like I could have been like 11 or something. I can't, somewhere up in there, 10, 11, 12, whatever. So y'all remember when McDonald's used to sell the glass cups that had like the imprints of like Batman and stuff on the outside of it? So my mama had that sitting on her dresser. So we were laying on my mom's floor. It was my big brother, my cousin, and me, and we were watching, I think we were watching Nickelodeon Rugrats. I don't know what the hell we was watching. We was watching something, okay, on TV. And they kept saying, scoot over, scoot over, scoot over, scoot over. I don't know why they just kept telling me to scoot over, scoot over, scoot over. I feel like it was a scheme that they set up to come to me with the scar on my head, okay? So I'm just scooting over, scooting over, scoot over, scoot over. I don't even know. I'm like, we on the floor. Y'all act like we laying on the bed, and I'm like taking the cover. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, anywho, so I'm scooting over, scooting over, scoot over. I hit the damn dresser, y'all. I hit the dresser, continuing to scoot over, and the glass that was on the dresser came like, boop, tumbling down and hit me right on my damn head, okay? So, girl, this is a Batman mark. Batman, Robyn, one of them hoes hit me on my head, okay? That's what it's giving, all right? And this is a Mickey D's. You know what? It was in that moment I should have had my mama sue McDonald's. Even though I was a little negligent. I should have had my mama sue McDonald's, okay? Because this is a hazard, this type of cup that you guys have made, okay? The glass didn't break, but my forehead, okay, have an everlasting mark. But anywho, that's how I got mine, girl, and you still can see it. So I don't know what the hell Ashley was on. But anyway, girl, let's keep going. So, all the ladies, they come upstairs, okay? They're all coming upstairs, coming downstairs, whatever. They all hanging out, getting ready to go hang out, celebrate. Was this when they was finna go? Yeah, I think that's when Wendy came out with the pink on. I was like, okay, the pink look good. Okay, cool. So everybody throwing back shots from the bottle or whatever. And Stacey over there acting like she was too scared to swallow it. And that was in the moment for me when I was like, you know what? I need her to stay around because I need to see Stacey when she loosens up. I want to see a loosened up Stacey. Absolutely. Okay. Now they get on the bus, and while they're on the bus, Gizelle wants to know about. No, I think this may have been later in the day. No, that was earlier. Okay, so Gizelle wants to know about TJ, and we learned that he's an actor. He's worked on different shows. I believe he's working on Grey's Anatomy, ER, all this other stuff, or whatever. Wendy thought he was an extra, and Miss Stacey was like, "BIT, don't do me, don't do me, girl. It's not giving extra over here. It's giving very much so hard worker." Okay, don't do that, girl. Okay, he's one of the actors on the show. Like, don't, girl, he's not in the background, boo. So Gizelle got a lot of questions that she's asking Stacey about TJ, and I'm just like, Gizelle, you sure got a lot of questions for a person that don't want to answer them. Now, when this lady starts digging in your business and wants to ask about who you're dating and what you're doing and if you guys have smashed and all this and that, then we want you to answer to it because we love the girls, but the girls have graduated and the girls are moving on. What else you got? You better come up with some cute schemes to come to us with next season since they not letting you go. Okay? So we're going to need more than that. You can't sit up here and try and use Jamal Bryant anymore. Okay? Not going to be able to do that. Let me see. Shout out to my makeup artist, okay, that did my makeup for my wedding, girl, because she also had Miss Carrie, baby. Okay, she also had Jamal Bryant's wife's makeup as well, okay, for her wedding, okay. So you ain't gonna be able to use Jamal Bryant anymore, okay, because Jamal Bryant is now married. So you better come up with some type of scheme to come to the people. You better come up with something, okay? So when Stacey has all these questions for you, we need you to answer them. Thank you. Okay? What else happened? So Stacey, Gizelle asked about whether they've had sex yet. Stacey says not yet. Gizelle thinks she needs to know what she's working with. I don't disagree, actually. I don't. Stacey tells her, girl, I got a beautiful man, honey, so I already know what I'm working with. Catch, okay? We good this way. All right. And she's like, but you don't want to just touch it, grab it, flip it, rub it. Like, you don't want to do all of that? And she's like, well, girl, listen, he's a very devout Christian, okay? And I wish somebody would have said he's so devout that he's going to be dating a married woman that can go back to her husband at any moment. Ma'am, how devout of a Christian is he? I wanted somebody to ask her that. But anywho, she says he's a man that's really of his faith and stuff, so they haven't crossed the line. Giselle's like, girl, so he ain't even trying to give you a piece of oral. She was like, girl, I don't know if he would do that. Okay? Listen, y'all, Stacey wants to get them cobwebs knocked. Do you hear me? She want them cobwebs to be sucked right on up. Okay? That is what Miss Stacey wants, but I don't know if that's going to happen just yet. Okay? Now, Mia and the girls arrived to joint chiropractic. And when I tell y'all it was giving blank stares, as I said earlier, that's exactly what it was giving. It was giving very awkward moment. She walking in, oh, I haven't met you, shaking hands. Like, why, if you sold the business to somebody else, why are you walking into the business as though you still own it? They don't give a damn about your previous ownership. They do not care. So what the hell do you think? And all the ladies just standing around like, why are we here? How is this going to help us on today? Girl, Mia just wanted to do a little piece of showboating is what she wanted to do. So they standing around looking crazy, whatever. And then, hold up. My thing was this. Before we move, my thing was this with Mia. Before they walk out, well, when they walk out, my thing was this. It was so awkward. I'm like, Mia, why did you not reach out to Dr. McDaddy or whatever to see if he was going to be in town that weekend? Were you just going to pop up and surprise him? Why didn't you see if he was going to be in town or see if somebody else would be there to be able to give your ladies a tour or something? Something. And if you're moving on from the business just a bit and you're selling the company, what was the reason for giving them airtime? I mean, well, shit, maybe there was the reason. Maybe you gave them airtime on the show, which really wasn't even helpful for you, so that when you sell it to other people, maybe it'll be more appealing for them to want to purchase or something. Like, it was stupid. Like, a lot of the stuff you did was stupid. Like, girl, anyway. So Mia says if Gordon wasn't having issues, then she would still be with him. I guess like his bipolar issues or whatnot, she'll still be with him. Basically, all I heard was if he was able to financially maintain his money, then maybe I wouldn't be with Inc. right now. If he was able to maintain things financially and kept us afloat, then I would not find him to be as useless. Okay? We'll still be together to this day. So now she's trying to get the hell on. And listen, I can't fully blame her. You over there fucking up the finances just a little bit. Okay? Because of whatever you got going on. And then also, Mia, let's not act like, okay? I refuse to believe that he was the only reason. I also feel like they got rid of Gordon ass because they also didn't like you. Okay? I feel like it was a 2-for-1. For real. Okay? But if he picking up the money, a little bit of the money, then I probably would have got the hell on too. But anywho, so there's that. They end up leaving. They all go out to eat. Gizelle brings up Key crying. Mia and Key end up getting into it again because Key didn't like the fact that Mia brought up the drug dealer situation. And Key started telling her, well, girl, you talking about drug dealers, but you was a stripper and it really ain't giving that much difference. And I'm like, girl, you right. Hello, P-Valley. How are you? For you to have been a stripper and then to know that you had an opioid addiction or whatnot, I wouldn't even be surprised if you probably but it was silly for a little change, okay? Here you go. Thank you. Here you go. Thank you, okay? I don't know, girl. I'm just saying. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know, okay? Let P-Valley telegraph that it go a little hand in hand. And P-Valley didn't even have to tell us that. Okay? So, Key, I think Mia was trying to say that it was different or whatever. So, Key said something like, oh, so selling ass is fine. Baby, what Karen said, not selling ass is fine. I thought that shit was so funny because we was thinking the same thing at the same time. I thought that was too funny. So Mia says, I called you on your SHI and you didn't even deny it. So guess what? It must be facts. And then Keith said, but girl, let's not talk about what was. Let's talk about what's now, okay? And what about the man that I'm dating now, okay? Don't get onto my stuff because we can talk about your lesbian relationship, bitch. Okay, ain't that right, Miss Jax? Okay, and I ain't even gotta talk about it because she finna talk about it. Hello. Ashley. Ashley pulls Gizelle to the side at some point and she wants to let her know about healing and thriving. Healing and thriving, yeah. Yeah. YMCA. That's all I heard when she did it. That's all I heard. YMCA, bitch, okay? Miss Ashley played Gizelle a song that she was thoroughly unimpressed by. Ashley says, since I cannot get this on anybody else's station, I figured the best way for me to get this song out, because my vocals do struggle time to time, is giving that I need to add an EDM beat to it. And when you add that EDM beat, whether it's or whatever beat you add to it, I know it's going to go. I know I can get that played in the clubs quicker than just giving them this track. You know what I'm saying? And Gizelle is just on something like, that's cute, but we ain't gonna get a piece of twerk. Like, you do know that you piece of black too, right? So you do have another audience that you can appeal to, right? No, don't yell at me. I'm just trying to see what you doing, because I mean, we could get it popping for real. Like, you could give us a little bit of hip hop. Just a little bit, like add some drums, maybe get a little piece of bass, like do a little something up under there. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you could probably get it played in multiple places, like really make it a dance beat. Because it seemed like Gizelle was out there trying to meet me in the trap. It's going that, like she was trying to do that type of healing and thriving, but Ashley's not on that. That's not where Ashley is with it, okay? But I understood what she was trying to say. Okay, but you can't ask that of Ashley if Ashley it can't relate or isn't connected to that. You know what I'm saying? I know Ashley don't listen to that type of music like that, child. But anywho, EDM it is, okay? Jax comes downstairs, okay, right before they about to go out and they all red, honey. And Jax talks about how somebody stank. What is that smell? It smells like some thinking. What the hell is that? Like, what the hell is that? I said, no, she did. And then Mia told me, say, is it me? Whoa, wait a minute. Mia, your cootie twat must be known to stink for you to say, is it me? And the way you hopping from zig to zig, from sea to shiny sea, the way you hopping from zig to zig. You must assume it was you. Are you trying to say ink zick is zerty? Is you trying to say that for you to say, or you just said that you was sweating a little piece down there? Okay, maybe you was just sweating because you was hot. Gizelle did say the temperature was about 75 in there. Maybe y'all needed the air circulating, okay? Honey. Anywho, thought that was funny. So the ladies are having them a red night out. Karen decided she was going to wear her all black with a hint of red. See, Karen, I feel like you thought you was going to be in charge of the girls. That's why you wore that. But you didn't know Wendy was finna hit y'all with that all white, though. Okay? So we know who's really in charge of the girls because it's her night. It's her birthday. Period. Okay? I thought Wendy looked very nice. Okay? The ladies get on the bus. They all play Mary F. Kill. Okay? I'm not going to go through everybody's because I really don't give a damn. Okay? Primarily, I will say this. One, I don't know why Stacey has this hard on for Miss Ashley Darby. And I think that I know. And it's no disrespect to them at all. But I'm not even going to say it. I'll say this. I think they have similar personalities, especially being the two women that, whose children aren't around a certain group. Anywho, child, maybe, I don't know. Okay. Stacey says it's because Ashley's two getting a divorce and they can relate. Whatever. Jax is who I want to talk about. Okay. Miss Jacqueline says that if it came down to it, she would marry Ashley. Why? I don't know, but she would. Then turned around and said that she's already fucked Mia. Mia in the confessional, like, oh, she talks so much. Like, oh my God, she talks so much. And I'm like, Mia, baby, honestly, she don't really talk so much. It's really giving we already knew this information. It's giving we already knew this. But we appreciate you guys for confirming. Okay? Jacqueline, you keep doing things and then wonder why people are referring to you as a damn lapdog and a sidekick. Because that's what it's giving, especially the way you bent down to spell somebody cootie toi. Okay? I was like, oh, okay then, girl. Yikes. Anywho, Wendy. We're at dinner. Wendy gives a speech. Okay, she gives her birthday, a birthday speech and stuff. And Wendy says she never really celebrated her birthday big because she didn't think people would always, show up for her. I feel like I could relate just a bit to that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then also, you don't want to put yourself in a situation to where you open up invitations to all of these people, and then if they don't show up, I'm going to start placing you in boxes, okay? You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, yeah, I'm cool on your ass, So, maybe that's also a reason why, like, she, one, don't expect people to show up for her, and I'm adding the extra on, even if you were to invite more people, and they don't show up, it's going to, make you feel a way about your relationship with them. So to avoid all of that, you may just not, have certain functions. You may just do something with your immediate group that you know for a fact is going to show up, which is your family or whatever. So there's that. But anywho, understood that. All of the ladies went around the table to share their thoughts, and everybody is inspired by Wendy in some type of fashion. But yeah, Wendy has accomplished a lot. Wendy is doing a lot. I think the Wendy before the surgery was beautiful, in my opinion. I know there is so much of a difference, especially in her face, and maybe it's because she slimmed down. I don't think Wendy's really gotten any face work done. She just slimmed down, but she definitely was very beautiful before all of the work. But she looks nice even afterwards too. But that was nice for her to hear those nice words, and I know it meant a lot to her to like celebrate her birthday with those ladies and not just with her husband and her kids and stuff. So that was good. Jassi, okay. Miss Stacy said, girl, we done talked about everybody, got into everybody tea. Let's get it to you for a little bit. What's going on with you and your man? So this is where Jassi speaks up, and she says her man, she says that they've had bumps in the road. She still says the kids were created before her. I feel like she's talking about when they made it official to her. Okay. The kids are 3 and 1. Some part of that don't. Well, I don't know. I still kind of see what she might be saying a little bit, because if they're 3 and 1 and the girl carried the baby for 9 months and then y'all been together for almost 2 years, for about 2 years. Did she say about, or did she say, if she said a little over 2 years, then that's wrong, right? But if you're saying y'all been together about 2 years and the baby was, and you said she was already pregnant by 2 or 3 months by the time you got with him, then I think that's possible for them to have been together for 2 years, and this baby be one. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm thinking, I'm trying to think of it in terms of like January, if they probably got official by like end of March, April or whatever, and the girl probably was already pregnant by the end of January, February, March. They're about like a 2 to 3 month time frame. That time goes by. The baby is probably born when? In September, or I'm just giving estimated dates. What, like, I would say maybe September, early October or something like that. And then y'all are continuing to be together. So that'll make 1 year. And then, yeah, so I guess April, end of March or April will make 1 year. Let's say 2023, and then the next year of 2024 would make it about 2 years based on the sit down that she's had with the ladies at this point. So I don't think Jassi's math was fully off with what she was saying. I think how they edited it made it kind of sound off. But here's the problem that you're having, Jassi, in my opinion. I do think that you guys were talking prior to, until you tell us that's not the case. I think he could have been pursuing you, but you probably didn't take him as serious, right? By the time you really started to take him serious, hang out at the house and stuff, you saw that he had kids, because you said out your mouth that when you first met him, he didn't have any children. Then when you started going to his house, you saw that it was a child already there. Then he ended up getting the girl pregnant again. All of this is before they had sex and before they became official. So there was definitely some communication that was happening. But whether she actually had sex with him and therefore, because I think she's trying to also save her image from being labeled as a side chick. And it's very possible that she wasn't, right? But then it also, here's the thing. Some people see side chick as primarily a woman that has cheated sexually with a man. Some people feel like you're entertaining a conversation from a man got a girl. Now, I don't know if she knew he had a girl or not, because some of these NFL players don't post their girls, don't let their girls post them. Sometimes they can be slick and get away with it, okay? So I don't know, but I don't think her timeline was fully off. But how you're telling the story and how they're editing it definitely is making it come off as though the timeline is like jacked up in a sense. But when I think about it, if I'm using January as the pinpoint, y'all let me know now. Even though y'all can let me know, and I'm probably still gonna feel how I feel. Y'all know how I do, because I'm gonna do that anyway. Okay, because that's just how I am. But January to March, she probably was pregnant. They about made it official in April. Keep in mind, it was already communicating and talking, in my opinion. Okay, we went through this. I'm going through this again. And let's say this happened in 2022. By 2023, that end of March, April, that made 1 year. Okay. Then wrap it around, and I'm just using random dates, okay? Random dates. By 2024, that could have been, the first year, 2023, 2023, January to April. The girl was pregnant. They about got together in April. She had the baby later on. Shit, I don't even know no more. I feel like it made sense the first time. Second time, bitch, I done got confused, girl. You're going to have to come cleared up, okay? You just going to have to come cleared up. Keep it straightforward. But I do see what you're trying to say. I don't think the timeline is fully off. It may be how you're explaining it, because you want to make sure that you're not seen as a side chick. But it sounds like y'all were already communicating beforehand. And if that is the case, I don't really think that's your fault. I feel like that's on that nigga for not communicating. And then when you said, well, he didn't know that she was pregnant, that's the reason why I didn't know. Yeah, a nigga know when he know. He knew he was fucking her. How about that? Okay? He knew he was smashing on her while he was trying to pursue you. He knew that it was a possibility that she could be pregnant because he was fucking her without a condom or whatever. So let's not try to escape that. Gonna have to keep it a buck. And in the midst of this conversation happening, Jassi eyes started to well up. She was fighting back tears, in my opinion, because it was sending her back down that emotional place, because she knows that he lied to her. And she's gotten to this place where she has chosen to forgive him. And that's fine if that's what you want to do. That's your man. You can do what you want to do. You want to forgive him? Well, do what you okay. Just stand in there. That's my man. I'm sticking beside him. Okay, you're gonna do that anyway, because that's just how you is. Okay. But yeah. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, because I don't think her timeline is fully off if you listen to what she's saying. Yeah, I just think there are some missing pieces, just like Stacy said, like there are some parts of the story that, needs to be told. And what I think needs to be told is that y'all were talking before y'all made it official. Y'all were talking for a minute. Before you made it official, even after finding out that he had a child and you saw that child on the wall. A picture on the wall. Why didn't he tell you that in the beginning? Then you find out later that the girl is pregnant, but y'all about well into y'all relationship. But see, that's also the thing too, Jassi, because she was about 2 to 3 months pregnant by the time y'all got together officially. And he didn't know that. I refuse to believe he didn't know that for 2 to 3 months after she's already had a child by him. I feel like the very month that she missed her cycle, he knew the possibilities. I just think he withheld that information from you. And Jassi, you do strike me as a woman that probably wore his ass out about it. Okay? And now you're having to come on TV, and I just don't think you're being as clear as you can be about the story, because you don't want to be seen a certain way. But just tell it what it is. So what all ended up happening, I might have to put my headphones on for this, just a little piece, okay? Because I want us to check out something really quickly, okay? All right, let me go. Is this another one? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's check this out real quick. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. So It says, one thing I never have to do is lie. I'm very proud of the truth of my situation. Actually, y'all will see I'm being nice, but enough with the lies for clout. I understand that not everyone sees the full picture, and it's common for some to seek attention through misinformation. However, I won't be lending my energy to baseless gossip designed to drive checks. Stay tuned though. Here's the thing. I think she was talking to the baby mama, but I remember seeing a post. And let me see if I saved that post, because I think, is this the post? Because Jassi made there was a post before this situation. And Jassi put in the comments to be very clear about, I think it was like a preview to the next episode for this episode that we ended up seeing. And she was saying something really nice about the baby mom in the comments. You know, she was trying to, I hate that I didn't save that. Let me see. Is this it? Girl, I hate that I did not save that before. It was well before the baby mama went off. It was well before the BM had went off. Let me see if I see it, y'all. Let's go back here. Let me go back over here. Did I save anything? Did I save anything? I hate that I didn't. I feel like I'm going to end up finding it once I'm off this damn live. But anywho, let's get back to where we at, okay? So.
Oh, come on. Is this your future husband?
So in the comments, this is where the baby mama comes. She says it's nothing to beef over, but making the narrative every episode is sickening. Like he has kids, okay? Y'all weren't together. Just be honest. It's that simple. But don't try and downplay him and I to make yourself look better is all I'm saying. And people in the comments dragging him off what she said when the story she's telling is furthest from the truth. He knew each one of his children. He didn't find out when I was 2 or 3 months pregnant. We got pregnant each year on each other's birthday. But before you try and come for me, know the real narrative. I don't want anyone to kiss my ass, but we're honest over here. So I'm confused on what you're saying. Are you being funny when you say he didn't find out when I was 2 or 3 months pregnant? Okay, boom. Okay, I see what she's saying now. When Jassi says that he did not know when he found out 2 or 3, here's the thing, Jassi, he lied, period. That's what's going on, baby. He lied to you. Either he lied to you or you lied to us, okay? And I'm willing to believe he lied to you. Okay? What else? She says we got pregnant each year on each other's birthday. Now, I don't know when the birthdays is. But that's what she said. Somebody gets in the comments and says she was talking too much. You know the BM's going to come for her. She says, I'm not coming for her. Just wish she stopped bringing up my children and referring to me as her and she. Well, ma'am, she has to refer to you as her and she. Okay? Do you want her to say his baby mom? Do you want her to say Carlissa? I wouldn't say your name on a public platform if you didn't give her permission to do so, if I was her. Because then you could try and sit up there and try and sue her and say that she was defaming your name and whatever. Like, no, she don't have to do that. She does not have to do that. Okay? But then, let me see. She also confirms that they weren't together during the times that she conceived this girl. So part of Jassi's story isn't really wrong because the girl is confirming that they weren't together. Y'all weren't together. Just be honest. It's that simple. But don't try to downplay him and I to make yourself look better. And I think she's more so replying to the point when Jassi has said she's the only girl that he may have ever loved or the only real girl he's ever, had or whatever like that. That was kind of being shady because I remember she said that on the bus, I was like, what the hell does that mean? Right? So yeah, Jassi, girl, you're going to have to clear that up, honey bun.
A live confessional from my home. But no, you guys, I'm about to go to the gym, but it's so funny because when the blogs start talking and they don't even have the information correct, that be the crazy part.
I don't think she's talking about the blogs start talking. Are you talking about the blogs? Because the blogs are really just reposting. What is given is the fans are in the comments. Okay? The fans are in the comments giving their opinions. The blogs are just posting the information. So maybe there's some blogs she's referencing that I haven't seen.
And when you sign up for a reality TV show, you are subject to editing however it's going to be edited, because they're going to try to get everything in and they don't often get it in. And sometimes I do feel like maybe you guys are purposely confused. And that's fine by me, because the folks are talking, baby. Bags are secured. And over here, we're good. Okay. So anyway, I wanted to get on here to let y'all know that I will be on a reputable platform next week where y'all can get all of the juicy tea. And we're going to make it make the sense. Because, baby, what? I've been Jassi. And if you know, you know. Don't ever play with it.
I don't care. I still like Jassi ass. I don't care what y'all say. I still like her. But girl, you better hope this ages well at a later time. We're good. We're good. The we're good part, you better hope this ages well for you at a later time. Because if not, they're going to be digging up these very details. Okay? These very archives and pushing them right back out there. Okay? But I agree with her on the editing, because that is what I noticed when they did that series of stuff, and they did two of them back to back when she was sitting in the car talking to I think it was Ashley or Kiana, and then it said one thing and then it jumped to the next thing, so you could tell that they are editing it. But it's possible that what she's saying, she not really lying on them being together for 2 years and how the baby came about, but then at the same time it's sounding like y'all were already in communication to me, because when you met him, you said he didn't have no kids, so y'all probably was likely already kicking it with each other or whatever, or maybe not kicking it. I do think he was pursuing her at the least. All right, so that's the what's going on. What else happened with the Potomac ladies? Ashley said the math wasn't mathing. Where we at with it? Okay, is my mouse? I think my mouse just stopped working. Okay, let's see. Girl, no, she didn't stop working on me like that. All right, let's see where else we are. Ashley said the math wasn't mathing. Kiana sees through the mess. Kiana already know what the hell going on. Kiana like, girl, I've dated an NFL player, so I already know how this SHI go, ma'am. Let me tell you. Okay, she talks about the guy she was dating and how he had two girls pregnant at the same time, or at least two sisters. I don't know, but he had two babies on the way, period. Okay, she already sees through the BS of what's happening. What else? Mia trying to dig up information on that from Kiana, but Kiana's taking offense, thinking that Mia is trying to be messy, because Mia's like, I had something like that happen to me too. So what's his name? Who did he play for? Yada, yada, yada. And it's like, Mia, when did you have that happen to you when you said you met Gordon as a teenager? And he immediately swooped you up. But then you said that you was with Ink from high school up until then you said that y'all moved to South Carolina. Like, Mia be fucking lying, bro. I can't take it. I don't have time. Okay, maybe she was trying to play on Kiana's top at that moment. But girl, you doing too much, okay? What else? Kiana says you should be prepared for your man to be a hoe, in so many words. That's when Jassi was looking emotional, looking like she wants to cry, because they've been through some things. And let me tell you, Jassi, the way I'm telling, to win over the audience, girl, you just gonna have to keep it biz up. Now, when she says she's going on a reputable platform, my question is she about to go sit down with Carlos King? Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's gonna be somebody bigger than that, but I'm just saying, Carlos. I know, I already know, girl. Y'all in the comments ready to say he ain't reputable, girl. He is not reputable because of this and that, girl. Do what you want to do and say what you want to say. I'm just saying, a lot of housewives have went and sat down with him to do interviews, so that's what I'm wondering. I don't know who this person is, but that was what I was wondering. What else? Stacy makes a toast to Ashley, says Ashley's the only one that has made her feel comfortable enough to open up to the group. Okay. Anywho, the ladies pack up the next morning. They getting ready to go. Jacqueline and Mia talking about Jassi and how Mia feels like nobody wants to be the other girl. And then Jackson's like, well, they're buying a house together. And Mia's like, that don't mean shit, bitch. I was the other girl and I still got a house. What the hell you talking about? Yikey dikey. Okay? Yikey Dikey. That's all that I got on Real Housewives of Potomac. Girl, this review ended up being much longer than what I intended. Hopefully you guys are liking this video because I spent so much time with y'all on this one, and making sure that you're subscribing to the channel if you have yet to do so, okay? I am Jami That's Me, okay? You can find me over on Blue Sky Girl. You can also find me over there on the Instagram, okay? And all other social media platforms, all right? That's all that I got for you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one, honey. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.